Wouldn't it be best to increase your pricing along the way? Because otherwise nobody's going to buy into it.
A lot of times people will either undercharge or they'll try to charge a lot from the beginning because they're like, I know my worth. Well, yeah, but nobody else knows your worth. But if you have no results, no testimonials, no track record, then you got to get that, right? Look at every interview with millionaires and billionaires. So what's the secret? They always say the same thing. It's the people.
The people around them.
It's the people.
I would say that the most important thing that an entrepreneur needs to have is their offer and their product clearly understood and expressed in a way that anybody can come in and provide value to it, sell it, put it in front of people. If you don't have that clearly established, then you're not ready to put a sales team in place. That's the way it is. First of all, understanding what your offer and product and services are. Number one, you got to have that clarity. And number two, you got to understand what it's actually worth so you can price it correctly. A lot of us have suffered from that mistake. I'm one for sure. I've sold millions of dollars of services. I probably would have sold a lot more if I knew how to price myself correctly. You have done that really well.
We did $30 million of my own products and services. Most of that was either online courses, coaching programs, seminars, or masterminds. It was, so all
which is amazing. But even on the service side of things, I didn't know how to price myself correctly for a long time. It builds up with time, right? Because at the beginning, as an entrepreneur, you need cash because cash is oxygen, right? I get attention. You get attention. We can price ourselves at whatever we want and people are going to buy into it because we have the numbers and the evidence and we got the testimonials. We got the people talking about us. But for most people, they don't have the reputation that you have or that I have in our industry. So if they try to price themselves too high because they feel like they're worth it and they're convinced that they're worth it, they might miss out on generating that initial cash flow. Now, I should have changed my price way earlier than what I did because at some point when I was still selling marketing services for a couple of grand, I probably could have sold it instead for $6,000 or $8,000 and I still sold it for $2,000. But at that point, I didn't really understand my self-worth. But what would you say for the guys that are saying like, yeah, I think my attention and my coaching is worth $10K because I'm that valuable, but nobody cares because they don't have attention yet. They don't have a social media following. They don't have a YouTube channel. They don't have content going on. Nobody cares. They don't get on stages like you get on stage or I get on stage. They don't get in front of people. Instead of going down that route, wouldn't it be best to increase your pricing along the way? Because otherwise nobody's going to buy into it.
A lot of times people will either undercharge or they'll try to charge a lot from the beginning because they're like, I know my worth. Well, yeah, but nobody else knows your worth. But if you have no results, no testimonials, no track record, then you got to get that, right? You want to charge a lot of money for something, even if you're starting out, you have to have the assets available to make your customers certain. So what I did when I first got started, I did not care what I charged. I gave my services away for free to get an awesome testimonial. Because once I have somebody that says, wow, I worked with Dan and I got this amazing result, right away I can start charging more. Like I can start charging a substantial amount. But if I don't have that, I don't like the idea of incrementally raising your prices and saying, I'm going to charge this much, get some results. I'm going to go and I'm just going to get like 4 or 5 clients right off the bat. I don't care if I don't get paid a dime. And I'm going to absolutely crush it for them to the point where the results are so incredible that they're undeniable. And I'm going to focus on being good at what I do so I can get that. And then I'm going to put that on display. And I'm going to say, look what I did. And then I can come right out and start charging more because I focused on just getting the results first. So I always say, get results, show results, make money.
Get results, show results, make money. I like that.
And here's why I like to do that once it's validated that you can get the result, is if you take on too many clients for a low price, you're going to get crappy results for those clients because you got too much on your plate. But when you charge a lot, you're able to really focus on that client and get them the results. If we just paid for ourselves and you didn't have to worry about managing your sales teams, would it be worth it? And they say, well, yeah, because now it's basically free and I don't have to worry about it. So low expectations, but then we blow it out of the water. And it's because we charge enough to be able to do that. That's why we charge more, is because if we charge this much, we can give you this much. But if we charge this much, we can give you this much. And this amount here is what you want. So one of the reasons you should charge more is not just to make more money, but to be able to have the like, Manuel, you look at all these people you got out here. So one of the best things you can do for your customers is charge more so that you can give more.
That's great. So this formula that you just mentioned, get results, show results, make money, just for everybody like that's listening to this or watching this, this is applicable at any stage of your business.
Any stage.